Hey everyone, welcome to this video where we will be configuring a Route 53 weighted routing policy in AWS. First, we'll launch two EC2 instances. After that, we'll install Apache HTTP daemon on both servers so they can serve web traffic. Then we will configure a Route 53 routing policy. For this setup, we'll create an A record using a weighted routing policy. The idea here is to send most of the traffic to the first web server, which is Web01. So for Web01, I'm going to assign a weight of 200. Then the remaining traffic will go to Web02. And for that one, I will use a weight of 55. This gives a higher preference to Web01 while sending some traffic to Web02. And finally, we'll test everything to make sure the traffic is being distributed between both web servers as expected. And one nice thing about Route 53 is that the web servers don't even have to be in the same AWS region. For example, one server could be running in US East 1, another one could be in U West 1, and Route 53 would still be able to distribute traffic between them without any problem. But for this demo, to keep things simple, everything will be running in US East 1. All right, if you'd like to follow along, let's jump into the AWS console and get started. All right, so from the AWS console, the first thing to do is search for EC2. Open it and click on Instances on the left side and click on Launch Instances. For the instance name, I will specify Web01. For the AMI type, I will keep Amazon Linux selected. The instance type will be t3.micro. And for this demo, I will continue without creating a key pair. Now, under Network Settings, I will click on Edit. For the security group name, I'm going to create a new security group and call it Web-DMZ. Scroll down a little. Now, under the Inbound Security Group Rules, AWS has already added SSH access by default. But for this setup, SSH isn't needed. So I'm going to change that. Instead, I'm going to add an HTTP rule on port 80 and keep the source type as anywhere. So the websites can be accessed from the internet. All right, now scroll all the way down and expand advanced details. All the way down to the bottom, you'll see user data section. This is where the Bootstrap script will go. I'm just going to paste the script into the user data box. Now, this is a pretty simple setup script. The first line tells the operating system to use the bash interpreter. Then yum update -y updates the operating system packages. After that, the script installs HTTP daemon, which is the Apache web server. Next, it creates a basic HTML page called index.html. And finally, the script starts the HTTP service and enable it to start automatically whenever the server boots. All right, everything looks good now. So I'll go ahead and click Launch Instance. All right, let me click on the instance ID. Go to Instances. Now, while that is initializing, I'm going to launch the second EC2 instance. So I'll click on Launch Instances. This time, the instance name will be Web02. For the AMI, I will again use Amazon Linux. The instance type will be t3.micro. And just like before, I don't need a key pair for this demo. Now, under Network Settings, I will click on Edit. Instead of creating another security group, I will select the existing security group that was created earlier, which is Web-DMZ. Scroll all the way down, expand Advanced Details. Under User Data section, I'm going to paste in the Bootstrap script again. All right, I will click on Launch Instance. All right, you can see it is successful. Now, if I go back to instances, both my EC2 instances are visible here. At the moment, they are still initializing, so I'll just wait a little for the status checks to complete. So while the EC2 instances are initializing, I'm going to search for Route 53. I'll open this in a new tab. Now, if a message or warning pops up here, it can be ignored for this demo since it's not going to affect the setup. So I'll just close it. Then from the left-hand menu, select Hosted Zones. Here's my hosted zone, which is already created for this demo. I'm just going to open it up. And you should have the name server record and the start of authority record. All right, now let's create the weighted routing policy. So I'll select create record. For the record name, I'm going to leave it blank because this record will be created for the root domain itself. And this right here is the root domain. And the record type will be an A record. For this setup, I'm not going to use an alias record. Now for the value, I need the public IP address of web01. So if I come back to my instances and select web01, I will copy the public IPv4 address and go back to Route 53 tab and paste the public IP address here. Let me scroll down. Time to live is 300 seconds. Routing policy is going to be weighted. So for web01, the weight is going to be 200. Under the record ID, I'm going to give it a record ID of 1. And by the way, health check ID is optional, so I'm going to leave that as blank. Now I need to add the second record. So I'm going to click on add another record. Let me scroll down. Most of the settings will stay the same. The record type will again be a record. And just like before, this is not going to be an alias record. This time the value needs to be the public IP address of web02. So I will head back to the EC2 console, select web02, and copy the public IPv4 address of web02. Go back to Route 53 tab and paste the IP address in here. The TTL will stay at 300 seconds. For the routing policy, I will select weighted again. Now this time, the weight will be 50. I'm going to leave the health check ID blank for this demo. And for the record ID, I will enter number 2. All right, everything looks good now. So I'm ready to click on create records. And this message here is just reminding me that Route 53 propagates DNS changes to all authoritative DNS servers, which usually takes about 60 seconds. There's also a view status button that can be used to check the propagation status. So if I select view status, the status is showing as in sync, which means the DNS records have already been propagated successfully. Now back on the hosted zones, both A records are visible. And that's how you configure weighted routing policy. All right, now let's test the weighted routing setup. So I'm going to select the domain name, right click on it, and click on go to. And there we go. The request has successfully reached one of the EC2 web servers. Now, because this is a weighted routing policy, most of the traffic should go to web01, while a smaller percentage of traffic should go to web02. So if this page is refreshed multiple times, eventually responses should come from both servers based on the weights that are configured. And just a quick recap, a Route 53 weighted routing policy allows traffic from the same domain name to be distributed across multiple resources. These resources can be running in the same AWS region or even across completely different regions. Traffic distribution is controlled using weights, and the higher the weight value, the more traffic that destination receives compared to the others. In Route 53, the weight can range from 0 to 255. All right, that's it for this one. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee using the link in the description, use the thanks button below, or support directly via PhonePay using the number on the screen. It really helps me keep making content like this. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.